One of the basic protective measures against the coronavirus disease is to maintain a 1-meter distance to help stop the spread of the virus. Yet there are some who still do not observe social distancing. John Sala of RTV1 Western Visayas tells more in this report.
Among the guidelines issued by the government to combat the spread of COVID-19 is the practice of social distancing, especially in public transportation. The Department of Transportation announced a policy of reduced passenger capacity, among other travel restrictions. But in some parts of the Philippines, social distancing is not being observed. In Davao City, despite inspections by the Transport and Traffic Management Office, some public utility drivers still allow maximum capacity in their jeepneys. A drivers group, Vodtransco, is asking for a fare hike from 23 pesos to 30 pesos to compensate their income loss if they were to reduce the number of passengers due to the said policy. In Butuan City, Agusan del Norte, LTFRB 13 Regional Director Tina Casion was dismayed after the social distancing policy and preventive measure at the Butuan Bus Integrated Terminal were not observed. She called on bus passengers to report bus drivers who refuse to follow these measures. In Cebu, 40 public utility jeepney drivers and 2 van-for-hire drivers were arrested for not following the LTFRB social distancing protocol. LTFRB 7 Director Eduardo Montealto said a fine of 5,000 pesos for the first offense will be imposed on the violators. Aside from transport personnel, the passengers themselves can file a complaint to their office for any violation committed by public transport vehicles. Complainants are advised to take pictures of the plate number and the jeepney as evidence. The LTFRB will then summon the violators. In Talisay City, Cebu, a random operation was conducted by the LTFRB 7 and the City of Talisay Traffic Operations and Development Authority on public vehicles not following the required social distancing policy. In Iloilo City, operations of the public utility jeepneys are suspended starting today. This after the city government observed that most public utility vehicles do not observe social distancing. The city has provided 10 buses for the frontliners such as medical personnel. The buses will be allowed to accept non-medical staff which will be charged a fare of 10 pesos. All passengers are mandated to observe social distancing. Passengers riding the motorbangka going to Iloilo, Guimaras, and back are also directed to observe social distancing. Wearing of life jackets has also been temporarily suspended.
We do not know kung sinong carrier pag naisuot yun, may mauubo, baka magiging siya, medium na ma-transmit yung COVID.
Social distancing is also being observed at the San Carlos City Jail in Pangasinan. The visitors area will be converted into additional living space for persons deprived of liberty. PDLs aged 60 and above will be placed in an isolation room. According to the Department of Health, people should avoid crowded places and distance of 3 feet or 1 meter between people should be observed. Events that gather large crowds should be canceled, while meetings should be done through video or teleconference. Together with cameraman Cirilo Renduque, John Sala for GMA Regional TV.